Ariwa. Let's get it. Todo bien. Saludo. Buenos tardes. Mm. My aunt, hermetic. My aunt, kinetic, hermetic. Yo, listen. This ain't no cookie cutter channel right here. All right. So I wanted to show y'all that first and foremost. Okay. The design that we intertwine and we working on. So right here, we're gonna get right down to it. This is Tehuti, the ghost, Trismegistus, my infinite intelligence. We giving it to you live. We giving it to you raw. From Boarding Gang, Pracaribe, the Americas. Here we have banana, some cherry trees, almond, mango, avocado, guanabana, and coconut. So, how we're getting out of the cookie cutter world, or I really don't have to say getting out of, right? We intertwining right now. We taking one life from consumption to natural consumption. So either you take the bottle, the plastic has some plastics, all this ink on it, and it really doesn't go well even if I give it to the compost of the land. So we're changing the different ways, and I hope oh man, I gotta be careful with. We're giving it to you live. We want to utilize this coconut, drink from it naturally, get the inside, use it as a bowl where you don't have to go to IKEA or somewhere to get a bowl. There's a bowl right in here. Then you got plenty of mycelium network that could be built from this compost, turn it into like dust. And then you could either make coconut sugars, I think, either out of this, but you could also feed it right back to the land. Today we're gonna keep it nice, clean, and cut. Is I have to prune these trees. As you can see, this ain't no cookie cutter work. I gotta take these banana leaves, I gotta prune them. I also got to go in the back, prune them as well. There's certain different plants I might have to chop down because the ones that are growing and fruiting need it more. Right now, we also possibly won't take the time out today to really plant today, but definitely get ready. Where we got some zucchini, watermelon, turnips, winter squash. We got spinach. I'm probably not gonna plant the spinach. Green beans, maybe. Cucumbers, most definitely. Cantaloupe, most for surely. So, and then I got some watermelon and other things in here, but I really want to be brief because the sun goes down in about an hour. So, I gotta get out there, get all the brown leaves off of the trees, cut down the ones that are either already have fruit in, or the one that's taken a lot of minerals from the soil, and it'll actually help regenerate because we are in the spring equinox right now. So it's so important right now to prune. I also wanted to like share this book low key, the Emerald Tablets, and I read the other day into this beautiful page um, how the time is come to bring heaven to earth, or heaven is already here on earth, is to show the magnificence of what the Emerald Tablets, what Ma'at is installed to do. Because as we start today, pardon me, it's a little crazy out here. Told you we're giving it to you live. There's a time that says that after all of these stuff that we go through, uh, beings, animals, plants. This is an environment. It's the Garden of Eden. We're learning alchemically how to produce ourselves, multiply ourselves, but also commune with Mother Nature. So there are times that we're here in the earth plane, and as a ether being, a spiritual channel, we're speaking about the things that are in the air, the ionosphere. You are an eon traveling into your intergalactics. You're every single day you're traveling in portals, multi dimensions that kinetically connect you to your surrounding environment or disconnect you to your surrounding environment. So with this channel, Ma'at, we are actually bringing you to connect with your sources, your resources, self-sustainability. So I'm gonna grab some tools in the shed real quick. that are gonna help me prune these trees. You already know the number one, the machete. Have some gloves if you need, and you know, maybe a razor you might need later. I'll bring that too. I was gonna bring a digger. I only got this digger. I gotta get something a little bit better than that. I'll have the rake there when needed. But right now we're gonna be chopping down. This little sucker right here, I don't know how to clip yet, but I'm gonna learn right now with you guys is actually how to use this to clip and pull that string. And then this too is to saw down certain branches or any tree cuttings you gotta do. And then this one is a really small one like that, but handy that you can use to cut down things as well. So I'll be taking that tool out the shed as well. All right, let's do this. Yeah, we're giving it to you live. Pardon me, y'all. All right, so first, I'm gonna start with this angle. Start with this angle right here. I think this is the best angle to get. Keep the tools right there. Let's get it. So first, matter of fact, I'll grab that drink later. Is I got these little baby ones right here. I'm gonna start with, and then I'm actually gonna start right here. That's where my starting point is gonna be. Okay, let's do this. You see that? All right, so look, this is what we're looking for. Right here, this is what we're looking for. Here is bananas about to come out. See that? That big old yoni? That's a big yoni. She's a beauty. She's still well. So she's strong, but I'm a prune her and leave her how she is. Cause I seen people start to cut down the one that might be feeding, but she looked like she eating really well. So this one I'm gonna leave because she might be growing right next to her really well. I'm gonna leave these two, but I'm gonna chop that one, that third one. Actually, I might chop that one because it's closer and it's feeding on this one. So I'm gonna chop that off. And I'm gonna leave that one down there. If you see that triple beamer, I heard that's how you really wanna leave these banana trees and all of that. So let's get it, y'all. We pruning over here. So we gonna be delicate. Put this machete down and really just work on her like this. Peel her. Ooh. See that water that's in there? That's beautiful water. Got that on the ground. I'm gonna clean her up around her so it could do its thing, build this mycelium. And then I'm gonna put more brown underneath, which is carbon. Carbon is more brown, green is more nitrogen. So first you wanna start with the more browner leaves around on the bottom and the bed of the dirt, and then pour your green or whatever, rip out some weeds and put them on top so it feeds the nitrogen, natural fertilizer, natural fertilizer, and you know it's pesticides as well, naturally, all natural, all working in the ecosystem. Excuse me, baby. And if you don't mind if I prune you, we usually ask them before we cut them, but if you don't mind, I prune you and take good care of you. Shit. So you see the green. You know what? Green, make a green pie. Brown, make your brown pie. So afterwards, you know how to use your carbon and your nitrogen. All right? Remember, brown, carbon. Green, nitrogen. So even these weeds, you pull them out, make a pile. That's gonna be your green pile. Okay? See the difference? Got yellow, green, or nitrogen still. So you wanna get that good green layer. Ain't chopping away too much. Just making sure that root. There's these little bugs. I forgot what they call. Sometimes in the dead plants, they stay in. Say. See, all of these are still tight feeding. You want to make sure that these that are done are not feeding and they're not giving to the plant. See this one? She gotta go. Because this plant needs to feed better. Once she will, she's gonna do better. Get that nitrogen pile right there. That's on top of the brown pile. Make your pile right. Make sure you make your pile right. Nitrogen over there, carbon over here. Yeah, they like a healthy bed. Right? Healthy bed. Cutting this root out. these are not feeding no bananas. There's no point for them to be on there. You want them nice. Nice and tough. Oh, excuse me, baby. Oh, sorry. Yo, these be feeding me. I ain't gonna hold you since I've been out here. I've been eating some of these, man. They really are delicious. I ain't gonna hold you. I should have been out here taking care of these babies. You see these? That's that worm. You see right here? See that? Right there? Oh, I don't see that. Hold on. So here, you gotta watch that worm. See, that's why I gotta be careful with this. There's a little coquille right here. This one you gotta be careful because you see how something already went in it? Oh, you see that? Now it's leaking. He's in there. There's a worm here that comes from the roots of these, and they mess with your plant. So sometimes you want to chop these suckers down because you don't want it inside of your fruits. So it's important to keep a clean bed and get these roots out. See that? I think that might be a piece of that worm in there. See that? Or something, root maybe. Okay, yeah, that's the root. Excuse me. We don't want those feeding on our plant. We're feeding on our fruit. Just root it out of here. Look it. Looking clean. Looking clean. All right. Yeah, that's compost for later. Like this starting to rot it. Look at it now. Hmm. See how much water that these are holding? There's a lot of minerals. It's taken from the plant. That's why it's important to prune. So important to prune. So important. Nitrogen. Nitrogen. Whew. Yeah, yo, this ain't no joke out here. Helps your legs. Whew. Holy moly. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't want to do this, but I got it. Leave it like that. Nitrogen pie. All right, baby. One more, all right? That's it. Just. Hey, Coquille, excuse me. Sorry, man. Can you move a little bit? I gotta do something. Here, Papa. Sorry. Make that clean pie. I still got this. See, it was feeding this whole thing. It needs to go to the root. This right here needs to go to the root. I mean, from the root, it needs to go here, to the yoni. So that's why we're doing it. I'm cleaning her out. So, you know, roots from the soil is coming up. Oh no! No! Oh man. Oh sugar. Man, we might have cut up too much. Oh man. We got a situation. We got a situation. Oh man. Gotcha. me. Whew. Man, you heavy, mama. I just need a branch right there. So. Let me say this. I'm gonna have to build that. Something to hold it in place. Cause she's heavy. It might be able to fix it. I don't know. We're gonna leave her alone. Okay. I gotta build something now. For that one, like a post. I gotta definitely build a post for that one. Okay. Nice again. Bottom leg. Burn. Perfect. Culantro. I'm gonna leave it. I ain't gonna touch this. Sorry, boy. Not use a little bit. Whew. Oh, sugar. Carbon. Carbon. They put the rocks. They're cool. Carbon. Nitrogen. And carbon. Now, try to keep this one and get rid of that one. Look in the bottom. See any worms. Nitrogen. Nitrogen. Carbon and nitrogen. Do your best. They're gonna get mixed together, but you want your carbon on the bottom. Oh, that shit is going anyway. She got something in the root. See this sludge? Make sure. Yep. That's a big root. See that little worm? That's what you don't want in your growth, that little worm right there. That's why I tell you to chop those pieces up. gotta watch these roots, you see? It's growing into the root of that. It's actually good that we're taking that out. So, remove it. Right on top. That was about to be a banana and a pineapple together. Whew. All right. So nitrogen. Break the soil up. Around it. Those are clean. I gotta make something for that. So I gotta make something for those. Whew. Yeah, this shit. Excuse my language. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't nothing easy about this type of work. Well, it's easy. Start feeding you, you happy later. Right, that's a root that needs to grow. We're keeping it warm with that. I shouldn't even really cut this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay that on top of it, especially the carbon. It's gonna drown out the nitrogen, and then it's gonna give it more structure to step into place. Little thing. Apologize. Getting that money. Bro. Okay. I didn't cut the roots last time. From the other banana trees. This why they take longer for this one to grow because of these roots. What they got in them. Breaking it down so they break down. That's where the worms be at. Oh. Fresh soil. Oh, there's a worm right there. Sorry, baby. All right, you look like a good one. Go ahead, unplug. Whew. Excuse me, madre tierra. Nitrogen. She got a good story. Get off. Now we're gonna leave her alone. We ain't gonna touch her. We're just gonna clean the roots. We don't want those other. We don't want these little weeds feeding on the nutrients and the roots of our plant. So that's why it is imperative to cut from around it. So And then I'll build the bed around it, but I'll leave this part clean. I'll put that rock. Whew. Holy sugar. No joke. Take that carbon, put it over there. Whew. It's 101, I go full. No pesticides, no fertilizer. This right here, fertilizer. So this our nitrogen pile, left side. Okay? Carbon, right side. Okay? Nitrogen, carbon, brown. You don't even need no cardboard. Just think about carbon, brown. Green, a little pinkish, nitrogen. Right? Okay? So this carbon pile, nitrogen. Right? Want these brown leaves on the bottom to cover up all the weeds. We're gonna leave this part cool. I'm gonna start putting the bed next time on top of it. Make sure that carbon base, carbon, green, nitrogen, carbon. All right, so I got one thing there. I see the red color. Make sure you come in. Nitrogen. Oh. Nitrogen. Oh shit, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Gotta get that root. All of that root here. That root is feeding on your plant. So important. Woo! How y'all doing, baby? sugar. We ain't playing with it. Whew. Whew. All right, y'all, look. So that's what we starting with first. So I did kind of cut that first one. We got the nitrogen pile here, carbon over here. Like by tomorrow early in the rise, I'm gonna put all this carbon around here, build something for this banana tree so it still grows beautifully. And then I'm gonna continue going on so I could actually, you know, inherit these fruits of the labor. So you see, there's a lot to do. So tomorrow I'm gonna get out here nice and early, paint that roof. Well, it's raining, so it's a little rain season, so I'm gonna work with what I can. I say blessings. Let's get it. My Aunt Infinite Intelligence, we're giving it to you live. We're giving it to you raw from the International Holy Ghost Space Station. I actually got this mango tree right here. So this is a big mango tree. It's about to fruit. But you see what's happening? It's covering my guanabana. So my guanabana is starting to fruit and it's blocking, you see? So I gotta cut down a lot of these roots, even go up with a ladder, cut them down. But afterwards, what I'll do is I'm gonna replant them. So before I cut them down, I'm gonna have some holes in the dirt or something where I could replant them and let them do their thing. I say, by the graces. Y'all have a wonderful day.